Hi guys, welcome back to Josie Mae's Meals. Today's meal we are going to try a new recipe. I'm going to try making pepper soup, Nigerian pepper soup, but of course like with every recipe I do it's going to be my way. So there are a couple of things that may vary from some of the other recipes I've seen online. For instance, I'm going to be using cilantro as my green because I couldn't find the other one that they usually use. But what I'm going to do right now, I have a pot boiling back here. I'm going to get my tomatoes that are washed and straight into the water. I also have an onion. This was a really big onion, so this is about half of it, just straight in there. And then what I also have back here are my habaneros. And I took the seeds out. You can leave them in if you want. Those are going straight in here as well. And these are 2 habaneros. Okay, I'm gonna let that cook down till my tomatoes are really soft, and then we're gonna blend them. What I'm actually gonna add in there when it gets more cooked down is a bouillon cube, and then I'm gonna blend it together. So we'll be back. Okay, what I'm going to start doing while my vegetables are boiling away is I have my goat here. It's already washed, defrosted. And I'm going to go ahead and brown it. You don't have to brown it. You could take it straight to the soup. But I like to brown my meat even when I'm doing soups. So I'm going to just brown these and then we will finish cooking it with our base. And this is about 1.5 pounds of goat. Maggi cube. Alright, I have some tomato paste. I want a nice tablespoon, a nice full tablespoon. Sorry, imagine that was loud on the TV or your computer. Okay, this is finished. We're gonna get that moved over to our blender. There we go. The skins of the tomato I'm trying to exclude, but if it gets in there, it's not really a big deal. Wow, just this smells good. And I want to make sure I get my habaneros that are in here, and not to mistake them for the tomato peel. Perfect. And I'm going to get some of this and add it in there as well. You guys, I don't know if you can hear my puppy. But she's in the background whimpering. She just was fed, but I'm pretty sure she wants more food, but it looks like she's relaxing now. I'll show you guys. I've shown you guys my dog before, and she's right here. That's Xena. She's a pretty awesome dog. And then over here is our new family member, and that's Nala. Okay, back to the food, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get this blended. I'm going to turn you on pause because this is going to be loud. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to let you know that I'm adding in my other spices. This is actually a crayfish shrimp, granulated. I'm putting about half a teaspoon. I have garlic. I like garlic, so I'm using about 4 cloves. Ground ginger, I'm going to use about a teaspoon. I have some anise seed. Anise seed? I don't know how you say that. It's just about a half teaspoon. I'm going to also add just a pinch of nutmeg and a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Oh, you know what? I'm also putting in some black pepper. Pepper, you want at least a good teaspoon because it's a pepper soup, right? And I have some chili powder I'm also going to be putting in. And that is going to be about a half teaspoon. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and get that blended. There we go. I'm going to put you over here. Back to the meat. That's browning and it smells so good right now. So, I've had pepper soup before at a Nigerian restaurant. I've never made it myself. I watched a lot of other recipe videos on this, and everyone seems to have their own way of doing this. So, I kind of doing my own way on it, and we're gonna see how it turns out. Now I reserved the liquid because I am gonna add that into here, but I first want my goat to cook into these seasonings and that we went ahead and blended. So I'm gonna let that cook for about 20 minutes until I add in more liquid. Alright, let me show you where we're at, guys. You're going to notice 2 things I forgot to mention earlier. I was boiling a plantain, and mid-boil I pulled them out and put them directly into our gravy. So I'm looking at the texture, and I really like this texture, more like a gravy, but it is a soup. So, and it's also going to cook a little longer, so I am going to now add, oh, I'm sorry, I also added in that parsley. So what you're supposed to put in here is like a bitter leaf, and I can't remember the name of it. I couldn't find any, so I'm using a parsley. I mean a cilantro. So I'm going to add a little of my reserve, which is also going to have that spice to it because it was boiling with those habaneros. So you really gotta like a little or a lot of spice if you're gonna have this dish. Alright, it is done. Got the plantains there. So what I did do is I did add some salt to it. I did taste it. I'm gonna do one last taste test. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. I added a pinch more of the chili pepper too. You could add more habanero in there if you want. I think it's at the perfect pepper level right now. And I'm keeping mine a little on the thicker side. If you want it more soupier, use your reserve in there. Oh man, that has such a nice taste. It's going to be really good with those plantains. Another thing that would be really tasty with this is some fufu, some pounded yam. Oh, that would be really good. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, have a good one.